We've got a game in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Houston Cougars and the Western Michigan Broncos. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Broncos offense will have the football first. And this junior tight end is a steady, productive piece of their attack. And this guy has developed quite nicely as a security blanket for his quarterback. Quick give. It's Orr. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Just feeds the running back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. On the ground, it's Orr. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. Sets his feet. It's Henderson. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment, puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big first down.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Got him on the RPO. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The run inside. It's Orr. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Broncos are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Out wide right, it's Marshall. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Straight ahead, it's Orr. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Yeah, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
On the return, they drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Caught. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready.
Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Simon. Defense makes a stand as their clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period. try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run him again. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. To the air, it's Henderson. On the move. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open. Nope.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Running inside, it's Simon. And he's brought down after a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Active hands from the defense, forcing that incomplete pass. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And so far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback spot. Just not settled in, not fully comfortable. And you got to say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far. But he's got to find some answers in this offense. Find some guys, find some matchups that he wants to exploit.
From the gun, it's Orr. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. To the air, it's Reynolds. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this has been a frustrating watch so far, guys. I mean, Jesse, you got to be loving the quarterback play here. I mean, just 0 for 6 to start the game. Like, no answers so far, not in rhythm, not accurate. Like, they've got to find something and find something fast because he's not settled in. He's a little bit rattled, and it's showing.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. trying to escape and get it himself. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And it's no good. He missed it. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got the first down, and he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
Second and long here. The corners are walked up tight. On the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. They need a huge play on third and long. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Houston will be forced to punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Broncos right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to pass. It's Reynolds. Makes the catch. It's Orr. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They'll move the tight end. Delayed handoff. It's Orr. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw for it. Right side, it's Parks. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Gives it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Orr. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Big fella moving. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Wants to throw on first. Finds the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Look out! Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 24 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Cowboys coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And did this group ever need that? The first win on the year, they're now 1-4. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now over to your game inside Waldo Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Gonna run it. It's Orr. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the pocket, it's Reynolds. Out wide right, it's Orr. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd, fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there, and now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
Snapped on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go. Ready. Ready. 5. Ready to go.
Quick give. It's Parks. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. And the Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up. It's a 3rd and 2. Moves the pocket. It's Reynolds. Right side, it's Moss. Makes a grab and room to run. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
Touchdown Broncos! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Drops back on first down. Quick catch.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Rushes on. Snags it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Looking down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point.
17, Western Michigan, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to pass. It's Reynolds. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Trying to establish the run. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Fires to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. Touchdown Broncos. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cougars sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires on the move. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
That's a tough throw to make, especially at this juncture of the game. It's late, you're trailing, and that's a deep throw on an outbreaking route. As a quarterback, your timing has to be perfect, and you've got to throw that thing out in front. If anything is off, even by the smallest amount, that ball's going to land incomplete, and that's what happened.
Going for the big play. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Houston will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's looking deep. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Reynolds. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Simon. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
That's a play this offense has to make, man. It's 3rd down. It's a really good decision by the quarterback. He finds the RB out of the backfield, but my guy's got to make a catch. He's got to keep this drive alive.
They booted away on 4th down. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. The run inside. It's Moss. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Reynolds. Lucky to get it off.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Trying to get started. He's brought down and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Straight ahead, it's Simon. Runs through a tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle?
Going downfield for the big play. And it's picked off at the goal line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
long way to go on second down. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Here comes the heat. Turns it upfield. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Moss. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Moss. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Broncos are flying down the field. Running inside, it's Moss. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. 2nd and long here. Sets his feet, it's Reynolds. Left side is Parks. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Ready? Whoa, hey, check it. 22-90 bouncing. 22-90 bouncing. Check. 280 Mustang. 280 Mustang. Go!
Snaps it in the shotgun. Caught. At the 35, he's loose. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
The Broncos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Stop right there.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14.
What job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, that's now the second missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, he can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Oh, pressure's coming. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.